Hey, welcome back to this week's first installment for History of Design. I have good news for you. Today's going to be really short. I'm just going to review the new project. You have a new project being introduced this week, and that's the only thing I'm going to talk about for the most part. I'm just going to review some stuff, and then in the second edition later on this week, I will go over more tricks and tips and anything that I find that people are doing that I'm kind of seeing repeated. And I got some other new tricks and tips. I worked with a student last night and discovered something that you guys will find interesting. Again, it was just through a Google search that hopefully will make uh, the final 7 designs you do a little bit easier, and furthermore with other courses. So I'll talk about that next lecture, and then some other tricks and tips to help you along the way to become better and better graphic designers. Gotta just practice, practice, practice. All right, we're in session 4 for everybody. Of course, we have the important checklist. You always check that important checklist because I go through this and I'm like, hey, did you do any of these? Okay, then I got to bring it up. You did something. Always check that checklist. Why is it important? It makes you look like a professional designer. All those little things in there. But why do I have to do that? It makes you professional. You want to get a job. You don't want people to look at your stuff and be like, oh, you kind of missed a bunch of stuff. I wonder why they did all this stuff. Like, we're telling you now that like these 16 things, do them. Always use mid-session project review. Hey, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here in person for you. I'm going to, in the future, switch this course to face-to-face in 16-week instead of doubling it up. I used to piggyback with something else, but I want students to start coming in, working with me. I want it to be, I want you to try out stuff that you've never tried before. Blow your mind with what you can do. Bauhaus and new typography, awesome section. I'll do either one of these two, to help you work through it, or maybe next one I'll set up this one and I'll set up this one and I'll show you how to do those new document setups next time, next lecture. For project A, it's work in progress. So you did your computer roughs. You're going to send them in to me. I'm going to check them on Monday. And then you're going to work on them. You have basically 2 weeks to work on 3 posters. You have work in progress, and then the next week they're going to be the final will be due. I extend that out because I'm starting another project. This is normal. This is something you would do in real life. Is you're working on more than one thing at once. You never just get to work on one project. And the more you're working on projects, the better you're going to get as a designer. You should be working every day. If you're not at the computer one day a week, there's something wrong. Like, you should be at that thing. You should be memorizing, doing the same things over and over till you get proficient at it. That's how you become good. Everybody's like, how'd you become so good? I have 30 years of experience. I calculated this out. I don't know if I said this in the other one, but I was thinking about this. You're in 3rd semester, which means you've taken 8 courses. Of the 8 courses, it's 8 courses and it's like 96 hours of practice for those 8 courses, which means you have 800 hours of design time behind you. I hope 800 hours. So that's a half a year. If you're working employed somewhere, the average is 2,000 hours a year. So at 800, you'd be working for 6 months, 40 hours a week, January to June. And that's how you should be that good by now. 6 months of working on stuff nonstop, like a normal job, 40 hours a week. So that's why we always tell you, like, this is the time expectations, all that kind of stuff. All right, enough of me harping. I want the best designers to come out of this program. That's why I am the way I am. I love design. All right, we're going to do a brochure, folding brochure. InDesign. It's important. We do InDesign, and we make folding brochures all the time. I believe you guys have already done this. I believe you all. I gotta stop saying guys. I believe you all have done a folding brochure before. But let's talk, before we get into the brochure, we got to figure out what we want to do, right? For this one, you're just picking one topic. Choose a design style from chapters 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. We're getting into more modern times, and it's all right here. Project B research chapters. It's all right here. Again, what do? Just peruse it. Look through it and be like, oh, you know what? I really like that piece, this piece, that other piece. Find out who did it. What's it about? There's more information out there. So that's the main one. Go to your chapter B, choose a design style. Select a graphic design style. One. I should add it. A. And I'm going to put in parentheses 1. Graphic design style. Well, I got to hit save now. Save. From Mag's A History of Graphic, your choices must come from 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I have that for you. Write 100 words minimum about the design style you want to pursue for your project. Easy enough. I want to pursue Herbert Matter and the railroad system, or, you know, Paul Rand. I think you could do Paula Scheer might be in there. David Carson might be in there. All the favorites. Do a little 100-word write-up, so you know what you're doing. Visual research. Collect visual research. 10 different pieces. 10 different pieces from that person. Easy peasy. Image search. Herbert Matter. Boom. Done. Find those 10 images. So you start to see a lot of what that person does. That's why I teach the history of design the way I do. Is you're looking and emulating. Looking and emulating. You can see what that person did, and you're going to try to copy that. Make that look like it. And then find 3 websites. You are going to need to know what your websites are for the presentation. So you can find 3 websites on Herbert Matter out there. Whoever yours. My example is Herbert Matter. Now I better remember this for Tuesday when I dig deeper, or if I start to try to work with the project with you all. I'm going to do Herbert Matter. I love his stuff. You'll know it when you see it. I hope you know it when you see it. I know it when I see it. 3 websites, because in the end you're going to need, I believe it's 800 words total for your brochure. But find 3 websites. So sources of information that you can go back to, include the URLs in the presentation. I want you to create a multi-page presentation document that is 16 by 9. I let this fly on different assignment, and I realized how much I hate seeing 3 by 4. To talk about that, I have you do presentations at 16 by 9 because that is the aspect ratio of a normal screen right now. Sure, there's extended screens and there's super theater out there, but I would say 95% of all screens out there are now 16 by 9. In some other courses, if I don't say what size, people just pick a presentation size, and that size is 3 by 4, which is the old CRT TV. And I have this feeling that a ton of you don't even know what that is anymore. And so why you would do 3 by 4 and then have like a truncated, like, and it's called, what is it? Theater boxing was used to call it, put black lines on the side of each one. It's just like, you need to, as a designer, you need to think how it presents and how it looks to people. And so 16 by 9 is what you should be going with. If you want to present full screen to people, like the entire area. So 16 by 9, InDesign document. Include all the research content steps above. Use grids, parent pages, and look around. Again, I'm looking for all those, no hyphens, no stretched images, no nothing. Make sure you're following how to save a PDF. I want to see the InDesign file and the PDF file. And you should look at other people's stuff. Here's a student example. Letterpress Revival. Got a beautiful cover page, 16 by 9. We've got a bevy of information. Beautifully typeset. Gotta always be practicing. You are graphic designers. Everything you do should be designed no matter what. I was talking to a friend who's a photographer, professional photographer, not just a willy-nilly. And they mentioned to me, everywhere they look, they're looking as if they're taking a picture. They're looking at shadows and the way light reflects off of things and the way, just the ambience is. And if they would take a picture of this thing that they're talking, they're always looking. As a graphic designer, you're always designing. And you should always be designing. That's why it should look really sharp, everything you do. I mentioned that to you guys as well, that everything I do, I design it. If I'm making a chart for my kid, it is the coolest looking chart chart ever. I don't just like type it up. I'm like designing it using cool fonts and like making things pop. And I'm printing it out on a black and white printer in my basement. But I'm designing it because that's what I do and love. So beautiful design work. We got our samples, from 2003 to 2021, and additional resources and articles. There you go. This shouldn't take you that long. You look through the book that I share with you, you pick something, you open up the internet, you start looking, then you open up InDesign and you start a design. And it really shouldn't take you 3 to 4 hours that is listed here. It shouldn't. I pad that a lot. It shouldn't take you all that long. That's kind of it. Now, again, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, you reach out to me immediately. Anytime that you're working on a project and you stall and you're like, I don't know what to do, email me, send me a message, anything. I will get you through that process. I don't remember how to do this. Well, one, check back in the videos. I record my videos, like I said, I'm like trying to be like a little bit more like YouTube. I'm like, this is how I design. This is how you do stuff. This is how you find quick tricks to like get a certain thing done. The more you see of it, we're all visual learners. The better you'll do. Here's an example, and again, example, like I don't know what to do, how to design it. Then sort of use this as a stepping stone. Okay, they did it like this, but I'm going to do it similar, but I'm going to flip it or do it a little bit different. Okay. So think about that. Think about that stuff. We do good design. We're doing great design. Every day we practice design. I want you guys to be the best designers there are. And we can do it. It's just practice. Here's the other one. Google it. I tell everybody this. Google it. Talk to my friend. He's like, oh gosh, every day I'm Googling stuff. Every day I'm Googling stuff. I had a meeting last night with a student. I Googled stuff. If I don't know it, I Google it, find it out, fix it, and then move on. There's no harm in it. And it takes minutes, like minutes. Instead of like hitting your head and being like, I can't get it to do what I want. Then you go to Google and like, how do I get such and such to do such and such in InDesign or in Illustrator? And that AI will pop it up and you'll be like, oh, there it is. I was missing one thing. So use what you can. Oh, you know what? I'm saying that the Google word too much and it's activating all my devices at my home. That's kind of funny. So that's it. I think that's all I have for you today is you know how to do these other projects. We've been doing them. Please follow everything. We're missing some simple stuff, but it's imperative that you follow the directions. Crop marks are correct, margins are correct, and bleeds are correct. Everybody, I feel like 50% of people still don't pull their backgrounds to the bleed. You need to know that. It's going to be important. You don't add bleed, you're going to get charged for it. Why am I charged for this? Well, because you add it. Like, oh, you know what it is. You're doing this. You've done it. This week will be 4 designs in Illustrator, 4 designs in InDesign, 1 each week. It should just start clicking in now. They're like, what do I need to do? Go, boom, 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 go down. So I believe in you all. I believe you can do it. I believe practice makes perfect. I believe you can all do great design. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to me. I'll be posting again on Tuesday and working further into giving you tricks, tips, ways to design better, faster, cleaner, and amazing. So again, please reach out to me. I'm on campus Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please come in, use some of the best design tools possible. If you want to do stuff that you've never done before, you need to come in and work with me and see what you can really do. You can do more. You can do better with better tools. And we have them for you to work on. So, all right, that's it for me. Have a great Sunday. Be happy that this was only like 10 or 15 minutes. And the hour one is coming on like Tuesday or something. So, all right, take care. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.